Can we talk? I just want you to remember one thing. This is not a dress rehearsal. Life is too short. If you have a concern, you should take care of it. Are you a little unsatisfied with a part of your body? Well, you can end those uncomfortable and embarrassing moments and do something about it. Hey, women enhance their bodies all the time. Why can't men? Dr. Joel Kaplan can help you. He's a specialist in penile enlargement, and he provides professional advice. He can get you started on a program using the latest non-surgical, non-medical equipment available for penile enlargement. No hospitals, no anesthesia, just a safe program that no one needs to know about but you. Enhance your sex life. Build your confidence and self-esteem. Be proud of your entire body. Complete your entire look. Call Dr. Kaplan for a free brochure and information in a discreet package. Call 312-409-4030. 312-409-4030. Remember, life is too short, but you don't have to be. So call 312-409-4030.
Kind of like when you're talking about whoever knows who Deep Throat was in Watergate will reveal it after the person passes away. Do you have something in a time capsule or a safe deposit box where the definitive Chuck Barris statement will be released after your death?
You know something? I can see Deep Throat. I really can. I mean, where they're going to release that when he dies or something.
Right.
But I have never put importance on this thing, and so I'm kind of amazed that anybody really cares. And so I don't plan to tell anybody anything.
and you know what you shouldn't is that I've always viewed it, and I swear on my kid's life, when that book originally came out, I'm probably the only guy that bought it. My wife actually bought it for me, and she said, I got a book. I remember the day she came back from the bookstore. One of your heroes has written a book.
Right.
So I got the original book, the hardcover.
Yeah.
Well, you hired disc jockeys, too, didn't you, to do your game shows? I mean, a lot of times.
Of course.
And at the time, I remember reading it, and the first thing that I thought was, it's very Andy Kaufman-like, that you got this whole thing going, this whole scam going. Maybe you were in the CIA, maybe you weren't in the... Frankly, I don't think you were. But either way, it's a great gig.
It's the same thing. It's the same way you look at people that go to parties. Yeah. You want somebody to bring something to the table. I mean, if we all just live our lives without having any interesting people that have anything to say whatsoever, life would be too boring. And one thing you can say about Chuck Barris, you are not boring at all.
No, I was never accused of that. That's one of the few things I wasn't accused of.
Is it creepy?
All those things.
Is it creepy like a time machine to watch the movie? Is it creepy to see all the things that happen to you, even if they are exaggerated for the movie? Isn't it creepy to see it all?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's an amazing experience. I mean, not many people actually, I guess, get to experience that, but it sure is amazing. I'll tell you, it scared the hell out of me. I was just panic-stricken because, I wrote a book, and Charlie Kaufman, who's pretty far out guy in his own right, he wrote the screenplay. He did Malkovich and adaptation, but he wrote this screenplay before he did those screenplays. And then you got George Clooney taking his version of Charlie's screenplay and adding his vision. By the time it hits the screen, I walk into the theater and I just hope that I'm not going to be embarrassed or ashamed or walk out of there, with a disguise on. And it didn't happen. I mean, I just thought it was kind of great.
Well, I see, this is where our listeners think I'm an idiot. I walked out on Anger Management this last weekend, the Adam Sandler movie. And I think Adam Sandler's funny. I love a lot of his stuff. But it was a combination of people talking in the movie, and the movie just sucked.
Yeah.
So I would not recommend that to anybody. However, I would say, without a doubt, your movie was one of the best movies I'd seen in the last 5 years. Now, of course, I'm a sucker for the subject.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pop culture at its finest, which is one of your passions, and you say what you will, and and I know how the critics savaged you when you were doing the Gong Show, Chuck, but I mean, pop culture is what pop culture is, and if you're a student of it, which I know Don is, it's probably a fascinating ride for everybody to go see this, and that lived during that era.
And
but
Chuck,
you know something, Mike? The thing is that we were listed. We were on a lot of lists as one of the top 10 pictures of the year, and as in anything that seems to come out of this of what I do, the picture came and went to a certain degree, and it's coming back is a godsend. But I didn't know what that was. I mean, that took me completely by surprise because I thought the movie was really good. I didn't know whether there was an anger still out there about me. And then, I confessed to George Clooney one day. I said, hey, George, I think it's my fault. I think you picked a bad subject. I don't think anybody really gives a hoot about what's happening with me. And then George said to me, I think it's my fault. I don't think any of these critics or any of these people want to give me any credit. But we couldn't figure it out.
Well, I'm telling you, I read the book. I love the subject. It's fantastic. It's
funny. I detect a sensitivity on your part as far as the critics, and I think I really speak for the majority of Americans here when I remember the Gong Show, and the critics may have given you a hard time, but the perception that I always got watching that show was it was so fascinating to watch a guy that didn't fit into the stereotype of the game show host.
Yeah.
That's the thing I love the most about the Gong Show. I think whether you love Chuck Barris or you hate Chuck Barris, most people were riveted because it was so unique. And I'm surprised that you haven't gotten that from people or anybody said that before.
I could talk about that for about an hour and a half, but but trying to keep my mouth shut. I just tell you this: probably the best thing of the movie and the release of the book, and then was having to go out to the bookstores and promote the book. And when I used to do that 20 years ago, when it first came out, I would go to a bookstore. There would be lots of books piled up, a big sign about me coming. And nobody was there. And so now here it is, 20-some years later, they're hanging from a chandelier in L.A., San Francisco, Seattle, Washington, New York. You couldn't get any more people in there. That was very surprising to me because I was under the impression that nobody really liked the stuff that I was doing, or
wow, that blows me away. That blows me away that you.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah. I mean, I was just blown away. I said to my wife, I hope somebody shows up. I mean, I went up to University of Syracuse 2 weeks ago and spoke to students. It was packed.
Right. I don't want to climb all the way into your bung, but you realize that all of these shows that we have, all of these shows that we have now, really, they're all just playing off what you started over 30 years ago, which is the best TV is just regular people being regular people. Spontaneous.
Yeah. That was the cookie. The dating game was the first spontaneous show that was on as a game show. There weren't any right or wrong answers. Everything preceding the dating game were Q&A or stunts.
And I remember it used to be on the afternoon, and then they moved it to Saturday night. And my God, Saturday night, the first time it was on Saturday night, you would have thought that I had driven a stake through my father's heart when he watched the dating game and said, I cannot believe, this is back in the day, I cannot believe this is on television.
Wow. That's what your father said?
Yeah, well, my dad had a lot of hang-ups.
No, he didn't. Not really. The Chicago Tribune had a banner headline the first day the dating game went on the air on a Monday in December of 1965. It says, daytime television hits all-time low.
Wow.
So, to this day, I don't know what was so lowering the bar of civilization about a girl asking three guys, questions to see.
That's amazing. I mean, that there was that kind of reaction in some people.
It was virulent, and it did nothing but grow.
And the thing is, Chuck, now you got to look at, if you read Entertainment Weekly or even the New York Times Magazine, you see the guy who thought up Joe Millionaire.
Right.
And you see articles about this guy where they're saying, well, this guy's a genius.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, and I'm not taking anything away from him because the Joe Millionaire premise was a great premise. But Jesus Christ, if it was 30 years ago and we had the society we have now, and you were the guy coming up with the stuff first, you did, you'd have been treated, listen, nobody liked anything you did except the public.
Well, I guess that's true. The funny thing was, that's true. The funny thing was that, I believe, my own personal belief is that game shows mirror the times we live in. I was always accused of humiliating contestants, which I never understood because the contestants, I know, I was there, I watched them. They all were having a great time.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the shows, the Gong Show, the acts knew they weren't in show business, and they knew they didn't have a career in show business, and the judges knew it too, and everybody was having fun. Now, but I think the times were more fun then. Now you come up here to 2000, and you have humiliation galore. I mean, the American Idol, these people actually think they're talented,
right.
and the judges are humiliating, tearing them apart, trying to make them cry, and this is what everybody loves, risk factor, they're eating maggots. I don't understand, what this mean-spirited feeling is today. I could never create a show that would be a hit today.
Listen, we're almost out of time.
Yeah, and I have to get my one stupid Chuck Barris question in that I
Hey, hurry,
that I answered.
because he's agreed to take the sex quiz.
Okay, so here's my stupid. Do you have a hat? Did you have an extensive, when you're doing the Gong Show, an extensive hat collection? Because based on the way you love to wear hats, I always was wondering that. That's my
I always loved hats. I'll make it real quick. I got people just sent them to me.
Okay.
And I had the best collection of hats, which I gave away after I did the show.
Okay, good. I'm glad I asked the question.
And Chuck's CD, which we played, these guys will tell you, we played before you came on.
Right, couple of
Confessions of a Dangerous Singer. If you come to, we're on all over the country, but you can D.C. or Philly or Baltimore, we got to get you in here.
Oh, I'll come. How can you be in 3 cities, D.C., Philly, or Baltimore?
Well, we're syndicated.
Yeah, but where do you guys hang out?
Washington, D.C.
But mostly D.C., but we're going to be in Philly in a couple of weeks. We're going to
You are?
Yeah, we're going to be out in Reno in 3 weeks. We're
Well, let me know when you're in Philly. I'm in New York,
Oh, really? I thought you were in L.A.
We're going to be...
No. I've been living in New York for years. I'm in New York. I go to Philly a lot. That's where I'm from.
Very good.
Hey, well, listen, Chuck, I'll just drop this on you May 2nd. It's a Friday. I mean, if you'd
Where? Philly?
Yeah, WYSP.
Downtown.
Okay. What's the call letters?
WYSP. 94 WYSP.
Right. I got you.
There you go.
May 2nd, right?
Mm-hmm.
May 2nd.
And the time is at the same time?
3 to 7.
You drop in anytime you want, Chuck.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My God, would that be a show?
Would that be
Imagine
great
that.
to see you?
Yeah, we'll just have Chuck hang out with us.
All right, listen, here now is the sex quiz
Okay.
for Chuck Barris.
This is going to be fascinating.
Having seen the movie and read the book, I know a lot of the answers.
I know I'm going to disappoint you, but
No,
go ahead.
No. Just please answer honestly. There's 13 questions. Chuck Barris, have you ever been in a 3-way or had group sex?
No.
Wow. Yeah, I am.
I am going to disappoint
Yes,
you.
I am disappointed.
Have you ever had sex with a woman while she's menstruating?
No.
Have you ever had a homosexual experience?
No.
Have you ever made love in your parents' home?
Yes.
Have you ever enjoyed hot interracial sex?
No.
Have you ever gotten your jerk on in front of others?
No. I love that expression.
Have you ever had sex in a public place?
I can't answer that because I'm not sure. I may have.
That's a yes. We'll give you a yes for that one.
Yeah, that's a yes.
Have you ever been filmed or photographed while having sex?
No.
Here's an important one for me morally, Chuck. Have you ever had sex in the no-no?
What's a no-no? No. I know what a no-no is.
Right, where food comes out.
You said no.
Good answer. Chuck, have you gotten your jerk on today?
No. Let me tell you something. I'm from Philadelphia. That's the most sexually repressed city in America. And I was born and raised there, so you can understand what the answers are coming from.
All right, great.
We got 3 more. Have you ever had?
I was finished.
Have you ever had sex in a car?
Yes.
Have you ever had a one-night stand or sex with a stranger?
No. Yes.
And to the nearest 10, 50, 100, or 1,000, what do you estimate your total number of sexual partners to have been?
I won't answer that one.
He's not going to answer that one. It's his privilege to not answer a question on
Yeah,
the
that's the one I won't answer because I think no matter how you answer that, you're in trouble.
That's a big number.
Very good.
I'm going to guess 4 digits. That's just me. Buzz, you actually tabulate this. How did Chuck Barris do?
I did. The controversial Chuck Barris with an amazingly low score of 4 yes answers, and you're guessing 4 digits on the number of partners.
That's simply speculation because
Just
Chuck has
speculation.
refused to answer, which is legal on the sex show.
I told you I'm from Philly.
You're of the driven snow.
Listen,
Well,
Chuck,
there you go.
Chuck, we are going to be there 2 weeks from Friday. We'd love to have you come. If you want to just sit down and just talk whenever you want to talk on our show.
I've got that written down big time.
All right, hold
I'm
on.
going to try my best.
All right, hold on. Hopefully we'll see you then.
What a pleasure talking to you, Chuck. Really,
Chuck
we enjoyed
Barris.
it.
Same here, gang.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Hold on there, Chuck.
I will.
Talk to one of our peoples.
Okay.
And the movie is Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
Right.
And that's the book. And I told you after I saw the movie, I loved it.
That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
He was a good guest.
Yeah, I mean, really, and a nice guy. Very sensitive to the critics, which surprises me. I mean, a guy with that much success, but, hey, you're in this business, so a lot of people feel the same way.
Then you get past the whole thing with the CIA, which, as I told you, I think is just a bunch of BS.
Said he will never, let any more information out. Huh?
No, it's like Andy Kaufman in the wrestling. It's his gag.
Mystique.
Yeah.
And I will go see the movie when they re-release it, because I'd be curious to. You, I think, indicated that you come away from the movie
Not believing.
not believing that he was.
Not believing he did it, no. But,
Doesn't matter.
and that even made me fonder of Chuck Barris, that he put a movie out where the guy who plays him is actually doing this, but, like, when they're doing it, they're presenting it in a way where you say, this is unbelievable.
How many shows total? When you got the dating game, the newlywed game, those are the biggies.
The Gong Show, the $1.98 Beauty Show.
Right.
I think the most amazing statistic is at one time he was responsible for
27
half hours of television programming in a week.
Mostly game shows, right?
Almost entirely game shows.
So I'd love to see that list of game shows that he produced.
Well, I hope he comes to Philly in a couple of weeks. He'd be a great guest. And really, get off your ass and go see that movie when it comes out this summer.
He's one of the guys that's on the list, too. Wouldn't he be fun to just hang with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I bet he's not wild. I bet he's not a wild guy. But you think so? You think still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe problem.
What's up with the sex quiz, then? Why do you think that his score was so low on yes answers?
Well, because I think he's banged like thousands of women.
Yeah, but very
Just
straight.
one at a time in a very conventional way.
Television legend, Don Knotts.
Mr. Knotts.
Something that frankly should have been done about 3 minutes ago when we were in commercials.
Mr. Knotts will speak with you now.
Ah, beautiful.
I heard that very sensitive. Are you ready?
Well, frankly, that is no way to speak to a man who I honestly consider to be a legend.
Absolutely a legend. Made us laugh and still makes us laugh.
But I'm going to embarrass him when he knows how many episodes of Andy of Mayberry I have memorized, and I will give you my all-time favorite Barney Fife episodes.
Oh, fantastic.
And I'll tell you that the Barney Fife episode, when the Andy of Mayberry show went to color, was the only decent episode that they ever did on that show, and the show went to color.
Oh, good.
Well,
This is exciting.
Let's see if he's online now. Let's welcome Mr. Don Knotts.
Don, are you there?
How are you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. What a thrill.
Now this
This is the coolest. We are so delighted to have you on the show.
Well, thank you.
Now, you were not sleeping or anything, were you, sir?
No, sir.
Okay, beautiful.
Fantastic.
Let me give a plug here, right up front. Don Knotts is in D.C. today. He's going to be at the National Press Club tonight at 5:30, signing his new book called Barney Fife and Other Characters I Have Known.
Excellent.
So everybody knows the National Press Club's on 14th Street Northwest. You want to meet Don Knotts, you go there. I'm sorry that we weren't able to get you down here today so we could really eyeball you. But, you know, you're a great man.
Oh, thank you.
And Barney Fife is a great man.
You know, there are a lot of TV characters that endure, but, you know, I can't think of one character in TV that has endured more than Barney Fife. And, you know, it's just, you get it all the time, I'm sure you do, but it really is a thrill to have you on the show. And you still like being Barney Fife?
Sure.
Good.
Yeah, I never got tired of Barney.
All right, let me give you some of my favorites. And I'll show you
Okay.
I'll show you what a Rain Man I am about Andy of Mayberry. That I know just about every episode. I'll tell you my favorite Barney episodes. Maybe my number one favorite, and they're in no particular order, was the time that Barney decided that, he was always yelling at Andy.
Right.
Because they needed to be more mobile in Mayberry. They needed,
Well, he wanted all the hardware.
they needed 2 units. Okay? So Barney went out and got at like a thrift sale this motorcycle that had a sidecar on it.
Right.
And he painted it up, and he put on like the equivalent of Playtex living gloves, and got a helmet, and started actually driving around Mayberry on his motorcycle to patrol for crime.
You like that one?
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay,
You're realizing you're being interviewed by 2 complete idiots now. Are you realizing that?
Here's another great one.
The most fun with that one was when Barney rode off. We had Andy in the sidecar. He was going to take him for a ride.
Right, oh, right.
Off.
Right.
Andy was still sitting there.
You know what I'm reading here? Now I'm just reading this press release. For goodness sakes, you're not going to be at the National Press Club until tomorrow. Well, I don't know why we don't get you down here so we could eyeball you, Mr. Knotts.
What are you doing? You going around checking out the sites? Or doing
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you doing anything for the next year? You're just going to stay in your hotel room for the next 24 hours?
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen, Charlie Broyhill, our producer. You know, I'd love to get Don Knotts down here tomorrow. For goodness sakes, I'd love nothing more than to meet this man.
What's on your agenda? You going out to dinner tonight?
You know, I tell you the truth, I don't know my agenda.
You got somebody who kind of leads you around and shows you where to go?
Yeah.
All right, here's another great one. This is maybe the greatest Barney Fife one ever. When at the department store in Mayberry, they're having a problem with shoplifting.
Mm-hmm.
So Barney dresses up like a mannequin
Yeah.
so that he's going to catch the shoplifter.
I just remember that when you said that. That's great.
Okay, here's another one. This was a recurring theme with bank robbers. Like they would have the time that the...
Do you get bored with people reciting famous episodes now?
No.
Okay, because he knows them by heart. I want you to know that.
I'll just give you a couple more.
Okay.
Always bank robbers. Always bank robbers. And the one time that the bookmakers set up shop in the barber shop, and nobody in town knew it, and like the same four guys were coming to town every week to get their hair cut. But Barney and Andy finally cracked that case.
Well, Barney, you were a pretty good, and I call you Barney. Don, you were a pretty good policeman, actually, on that show. You took the law very seriously.
Oh, yeah.
And here's like the Barney Fife with a message, okay? This is the Barney Fife with a message. This is when these two yokels are selling fruits and vegetables on the side of the road, but they are inside the Mayberry city limits. So Andy says, you got to go run them out of town. So Barney goes up, and he goes walking up, and he tries to be a tough guy, and he says, you know, boo, now you got to go. And they walk up to Barney, and they say, hey, you can't push us around. Get out of here, little man. So Barney runs away.
Right.
Right? And then, as it turns out, the moral of the story is at the very end, Andy kind of tricks Barney
Yes.
into just swallowing his pride
Right.
and standing up to these guys, and he walks up to them and he says, now listen how what a mental patient I am. I know the dialogue. He walks up to me and goes, you might be bigger than me and you might be stronger than me, but you're not bigger than this. And he points to the badge.
Right.
And he goes, so it's not Barney Fife the man talking to you now. It's the law talking
The law.
to you. You got to move this truck out of here.
Do you travel with your uniform? Do you ever get in your? I mean, what does it take for you to get in your uniform?
Yeah, I don't have the uniform anymore.
Really, you don't? And so then, I guess you never wear. Where was the last time you wore the uniform?
Oh, well, gosh, I don't know. Years and years and years.
I would think that occasionally they'd motivate you, but to come on a variety show or something like that to put it on, but that doesn't happen.
You know, a lot of the guys from Andy Griffith, from the Andy of Mayberry show, they've all been very good about just doing their own reunion things, like once
Right.
every 10 years. And beyond that, you don't see you guys around a lot. Is that something you guys do on purpose?
No, not on purpose. It just hasn't come up, I guess.
You came up when you got that role in the movie Pleasantville. You were great in that role. Do you enjoy that?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was fun.
Now, how'd you get called for that?
He called right out of the blue. Gary called and said he wanted me. He asked me to read for it, but I think I was the only one he had in mind anyway.
Do you basically now just hang out, and if something comes your way, you'll take it, and otherwise you're a man of leisure?
Not really, although I don't take as much as I used to. But I do a lot of theater now, which is fun.
Live theater.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
When you left the Andy of Mayberry show, why did you leave? When you left, the show was at its peak, #1 in the ratings. Why did you decide to leave when you left?
Well, here's exactly what happened. Andy contended from the very beginning he was not going to go past 5 years. So in the middle of the 5th year, he hadn't changed his mind. I started looking around for work for the following year. And I got offered a picture contract at Universal.
Were those the Disney? Oh, Universal.
The
Universal.
Apple Dumpling.
No, the first, it was The Ghost of Mr. Chicken and
Oh, man.
Reluctant Astronaut and all those.
Oh, hey, listen, I'll tell you
Mr.
something,
Limpet,
Don.
so we were so obsessed with Mayberry, I forgot the movies that are really they're wonderful.
The Reluctant Astronaut was a great movie.
My favorite movie that Don Knotts did was Where You're the Fish. What was that one?
Incredible Mr. Limpet.
The Incredible Mr. Limpet, where you're underwater and you do the that was fantastic.
It can't compare with The Reluctant Astronaut.
I love the one where he's the fish.
He's the janitor at NASA.
I know
and
that.
He's lied to his family and told his family.
Let's go to the source. Which is your favorite movie that you did?
I think my favorite was The Ghost of Mr. Chicken.
The Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
The Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
Yeah.
But of the two that Mike and I like.
Oh, I think I think probably the reluctant astronaut.
Ah, there you go.
One in the win column.
Hey, we're competitive that way. Excuse us, please.
Just give me one or two more great Barney episodes. Of course, a recurring theme was when Barney would tell everybody that Andy was marrying Helen. I like one episode in particular when Helen and Andy were in the jewelry store together, but just like to get her watch fixed or something. But Barney, because he couldn't stop talking, he'd run around tell everybody they're getting married.
Sure he would.
And then when the Andy and Mayberry show went to color, and you left the cast, but they would bring you back every once in a while for a special episode. Okay.
The one I enjoyed doing the most was Barney in the choir.
Oh, when you, oh my God, that's where you had the real high singing voice, right?
Is that the one where at the very end,
or didn't
they ended up playing a record
and you lip sung?
So they had this guy sing.
Oh, he was in the background and he sang, and then you opened your mouth.
Yeah.
And it was like, Mayberry. Yeah.
Great one. This one in color. It's where Barney has now moved on to the FBI in Mount Pilot. Except he's really just like the guy who goes out and gets coffee and donuts and stuff. So Andy comes up to me to spend the weekend with him or something. And as it turns out, the people that Barney's living with, the family he's living with, they're a family of grocery store robbers. And they always know which...
This is in color?
Yeah. They know which grocery stores to rob because Barney comes home at night and says, hey, we're going to be staking out the west side tonight. And as it turns out, they rob all the grocery stores on the east side.
Fantastic.
So as it turns out, of course, Andy really figures it out, but Barney gets all the credit, and he ends up being the hero.
Good for Barney. You keep in touch with any of those guys?
Yeah, I see Howie Morris quite a lot, and don't see Andy as much because he moved back to North Carolina. But we talk on the phone a good bit.
You know, speaking simply character-wise, on that show, Andy of Mayberry, if you don't mind me asking this question, how far do you think the relationship between Barney and Thelma Lou went? I mean, do you think it went past? Do you think it ever went past kissing? Do you think Barney ever got any from Thelma Lou?
I don't think he did.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
When you left that show, were you offered any kind of...
Now, on the other hand, the lady on the phone, Juanita, that's a different story.
Juanita!
Yeah, Barney would always get in trouble for be talking to Juanita.
Did they ever offer you a spin-off of, they did a variation of the Andy Griffith Show. Were you ever offered any kind of spin-off after you left the show?
No.
That amazes me that didn't happen.
How many Emmy Awards did you win?
5.
5 Emmys. So you're 5 for 5.
Well, actually, I won 4, and then I won 1 when I came back.
And where do you keep them, Don?
In the den.
You're a plain-speaking guy, Mr. Knotts. You really are. In the den. Fantastic.
Well, listen, we are just huge fans of you and of Andy and everybody on Mayberry.
Who do you like today? Who do you like today that's on? Do you watch much television today?
I think my favorite show of all time was, since we went off the air, was Seinfeld.
Really?
I love Seinfeld.
Yeah, see, he still got it.
I watch Frasier now. I love Frasier.
So you like all the ones that everybody else likes, pretty much?
Yeah.
Do you like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire show?
I just saw that once.
You know, Mr. Knotts, Mike and I will be appearing Monday night in an episode of the CBS show King of Queens. You ever seen that one?
No.
Monday night, 8 o'clock on CBS.
And yes, this particular episode, we urge you to tell all your friends to watch it because we are glorified extras on that show. Okay. We will be in the background, and I'm sure you dealt with a lot of extras in your day, but we think we're special extras on that show.
All right.
I just want to tell you one thing. Tell me something. Last question here about Mayberry. The one group of people that I couldn't stand were the Darlings. Whenever it was an episode with the Darlings, I pretty much turned it off.
Right.
Did you find them to be annoying in any way, or were you a fan of the Darlings?
Well, Andy loves music, and he loved that bluegrass music, and that's why he had him on. And we got a kick out of when Howie Morris, Ernest T. Bass, we got a kick out of
Ernest
Howie.
T. Bass, I love that.
Ernest T. was great.
Yeah. Hey, do you think you could do us one favor before we get you up there? We like to immortalize guests on this show. We really do. Is there any chance that you could say, Don and Mike, there'll be no mollycoddling? And you could just work it up for us and give us your best Barney Fife and just
Would you
say,
please?
Don and Mike, there'll be no mollycoddling.
All right, Don and Mike, there'll be no mollycoddling.
There you go.
Well, that's a keeper.
Fantastic.
That's a keeper. Now, listen, Mr. Don Knotts will be at the National Press Club, not tonight, tomorrow night, Thursday, November 18th.
Right.
And I certainly hope that our producer talks to the people from your book company and try to get you down there, because I'd love to eyeball you. I really would. National Press Club, tomorrow night, 5:30 to 7:30. His book is called Barney Fife and Other Characters I Have Known.
It's been a real slice of heaven, Mr. Knotts.
Thank you. My pleasure.
There are not many people we treat with reverence on this show, but you are certainly one. Thank you. Can you hold on, please, sir?
Sure.
Hold on.
That's it. Don Knotts, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on. Well,
I know. It's like, we had a good time, like a little bit like dental surgery, but hey, he's Don Knotts, a legend. That's fine.
okay, now at this point, Charlie, since I've put Mr. Knotts on hold, this would be the opportune time to pick up the telephone and see if you could schedule him to come in tomorrow so I can
But
look
he's
at
not
him.
listening.
Now, well, he's on line 7, I think. Charlie?
Now he's gone.
Now, Don Knotts just hung up.
He got sleepy.
He just hung up.
He hung up. He was sleepy.
Because I think we'd be able to get a little bit more out of him if we were actually able to look at it.
That's right. And, whenever an interview, not that it didn't go beautifully, whenever an interview, it's always good to just get a little something out of it. We got the Don and Mike, there'll be no mollycoddling.
And, for me, I'm happy because basically any interview where I just get to say what I think, as far as I'm concerned, is a great interview.
And I think you love to trumpet your knowledge of certain things, and
I do love the Andy Mayberry show.
Next to Dick Van Dyke, I think this is what you know the most about.
Right. The big three are Dick Van Dyke, Andy Mayberry, Batman,
and we have had Adam West.
Yes.
We've had Don Knotts and Dick Van Dyke, so we've
that's
completed
it.
the trifecta. Good night, everybody.
I can now officially be hit by a bus on my way home tonight.
Where do you keep your Emmys, Mr. Knotts?
In the den.
How come you don't make any more shows? Well, they don't ask us.
Did anyone offer you a spinoff? No. Do you get together with the other guys?
Not much.
Not much.
Well, you know something? He's been Barney Fife for a million years.
Yeah.
It's gets to be tiring being Barney Fife.
You're the winner.
I'm the winner? Great.
That's not a bummer.
Oh, fantastic.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, that's great. What'd I win?
Gift certificate to Benihana.
Oh, very good.
And you're eligible to win $500.
Beautiful.
How's the holiday going?
All right, I'm at work, but that's okay.
What's your favorite radio station?
Classic Rock, 94.7.
See, that would be the right answer. Yeah, stick around. We got more of those nice Christmas presents all weekend long for you coming up. And another 7-song superset, too. We get Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits on the story behind the songs next up. After we take another look at the big room out there. Rita, tell me something good.
Thanks, sir. This Classic Rock 94.7 traffic is brought to you by Suncoast. Inner loop of the Beltway at 202, accident moved to the right shoulder, all your lanes open. Taking a look at the trip to the Wilson Bridge, outer loop slowing on and off from 95 out to the Wilson Bridge. In the delay about a mile before Van Dorn Street, a broken down car in the left center lane. Northbound 301 before Pennsylvania Avenue, an accident in the right lane. A tow truck is on the scene. Checking northbound 270 before Middlebrook Road, there had been an accident. That's been moved off to the side, and then the pace improving now, heading out to Frederick. Inner loop of the Wilson Bridge, span slowing from 210 to the bridge. MacArthur Boulevard near Reservoir, one lane getting you by in each direction for a serious accident. But traveling outbound on Canal Road, you'll find that running well. Great prices, huge selection. Shop online at suncoast.com for the hottest new DVDs, the best classic VHS titles, and everything in between. Suncoast.com, it's where you buy movies. I'm Rita Kessler with traffic. Surfs up on Classic Rock 94.7.
Classic Rock 94. How'd you get wrangled into selling Just for Men?
Well, it was as simple as going to a literary luncheon. They have these First Friday literary luncheons with, different writers.
Oh, yeah, we go all the time.
In New York City.
Oh, look, New York City! I just found a picture of it.
Actually, Frank McCourt goes to it on occasion when he's not on his book tour or writing his next book.
Hey, hold on, Tina.
And there's somebody there.
We've just seen it.
Hold on, did you say hold on?
Yeah, we're looking at your publicity photo. We've just seen your current photo. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, hold the photo, please.
A black leather jacket?
Mommy, yes, we have. When was that photo taken, Tina?
Oh, that was taken, I guess, last year.
Oh, my God. 6 days a week. My God, you look better than you looked on Gilligan's Island.
Thank you.
Yummy. How old are you? Can I ask?
29.
How old?
29.
Oh, come on. Come on, really. Let me see the picture. No. Come on, let me see the picture. Let me see the picture
If
back.
you don't believe it, come and see.
Oh, wow. Oh, wouldn't I love to? So, yeah, how long do you spend in the gym when you're in there?
An hour.
An hour a day,
In
6
the
days?
gym, and whatever time it takes to get undressed, get there, walk back. You know, but I put in an hour of...
Oh, would I love to be that gym locker.
And I work the...
I'd love to be the bench
the
you
upper
sit
part
on.
one day and the lower part the next, but I always do my sit-ups.
You always do your sit-ups, so you got a nice...
sit-ups, and I try to do my push-ups.
So you got a nice taut, tight tummy?
I'm telling you, I'm in good shape.
Oh, man, that's great. I think, speaking for all your fans, I want to say, Tina, thank you for doing that. Yeah, round of applause. Amen.
Well, I don't want to let anybody down.
There you go. Oh, you haven't. You're not letting us down, that's for sure. I tell you what, I look at this picture, I half expect you to look like Mrs. Howell. Look at her. Look at how beautiful she is. Have you seen that commercial?
You think I look like Mrs. Howell?
No, I said that's when I didn't know what to expect because I haven't seen you.
Oh.
What's that commercial they're running now? It's a Navy or something store, and they've got that Mrs. Howell wannabe that's just terrible. Oh, that bitch with the big hairy Carey glasses. Yes, it's awful. What do you think of that?
I think it sucks.
Yeah, there you go. Outspoken, too. She works out 6 days a week, and she's outspoken. She's looking for a medium brown-haired man.
So what sense of humor.
What do you got, young boyfriend?
Well, they do have to be a few years younger than me to keep up with me, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, I don't have any boyfriend.
No boyfriend. What do you do for fun?
For fun?
Mm-hmm.
When I work out, I go to the museum, I read, I spend time with my daughter and my friends.
Do you go dancing?
And if somebody asks, I go out, I go to the theater, I go to the movies.
How do you feel about married guys?
Done that, been there.
Wow. So you like your quiet time. I was asking for myself, not about all the other married guys out there.
Oh, well, you got to be single for me. Get your divorce and then we'll talk.
Really? And you said, with the museum and reading, that seems to be quiet activities. Do you like maybe just lingering in a nice bath once in a while?
Lingering in a nice bath?
Yeah, a nice bath, with candles around.
I do that.
How many baths a week do you take, Tina?
Not many, because because I've got too much to do.
But occasionally, maybe once every couple of weeks, you'll luxuriate in a nice bubble bath?
I will. I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
I bet the married guy that you were involved with wasn't as sweet as me.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean that. Look at this picture. That's great. I wish it was signed. I wish we had a signed picture. I'm going to sign it. I'm going to do that thing where I write with my left hand and try to make it look like a girl's handwriting and sign something really provocative to us. Hey, all right, here's one Gilligan's Island question. Skipper ever hit on you?
No. I like Jim Backus was the best. Yeah. Jimmy was so sophisticatedly funny.
Jimmy B. So you're saying you liked him the best. Would that mean of all the cast members that, either...
Oh, absolutely. He was funny and he was rich.
Right, listen, perfect for me. I've had meetings with two people from Gilligan's Island besides yourselves. I'll tell you how they went. Once was 15 years ago. My wife and I, when I used to live in Los Angeles, went to Alan Hale's restaurant.
Uh-huh.
It was right off La Cienega Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
And he was in there one night. And he... spilled a bottle of wine and ended up buying us our dinner because he spilled some wine on us. He was a nice guy.
Very sweet.
Now, we had the professor on our show, and I don't know how close you are with him, but I got to tell you, Tina, not a bigger dick in all the world than the guy that was the professor. Very, very angry. Very angry. And he came in to promote a book he'd written.
No kidding.
And I can tell
what was he angry about?
Well, I don't know, but I can tell you, based on having him in the studio, he did not work out 6 days a week.
Let me tell you this.
Yes.
Why do you think we didn't get off the island?
Gotcha. Bada bing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Ginger,
can you believe it? We're going to be honored in Washington in October. I'm supposed to meet Mrs. Clinton and her daughter. We're being honored by Women in Film.
So are you going to be getting together with all the other cast members?
Yeah.
That's got to feel great for you, because you're going to come down here. You're going to look great 6 days a week. They all look all hagged out. They're going to look like the aliens that came out of the cocoons. And you're going to do
Dawn's in pretty good shape.
Dawn Wells is?
Pretty good.
Well, it's always been the battle. She's not clean and beautiful like you are. That's right. Well, listen, let's talk about your Just for Men.
Yeah, let's talk about this survey that...
So James Brolin
women, do you know that 81% of women like men to play romantic music?
My wife does, and I hate it. I like making love to my wife in total silence.
Really?
I like the TV to be on.
Well,
but no,
this is a survey. It was taken on the internet, and they like more spontaneity. They want you to write a love letter. Well, I don't know about that. Send cards, I would say.
What does this have to do with the hair stuff?
Light candles. But the main thing is to communicate. That's what I think. When you feel, like say on a first date, if you feel...
What does this have to do with the hair stuff?
If you know, and they really got it, and you really...
Does anybody follow this?
No, I'm waiting
you
for
want
the
to see
connection.
that guy again.
Yes.
Are you
Yeah.
with me?
Yes.
Yeah, but what does it have to do with the hair coloring?
Well, the point is that, I guess...
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
They did the survey.
Time out. I see what you're talking.
You know what I
Tina,
mean? But just for men, they did the survey.
see, they've sent on like a DJ cheat sheet.
Oh, no.
We're supposed to look at the questions here and comment. I'm sorry, we don't read that crap.
We're
Okay, and so
unprepared.
the women were asked what foods make them feel more romantic.
Yes, and what were the foods?
Is it bananas?
Wine,
Oh, yeah, wine. Is wine a food?
well,
Grapes are food, Mike. Grapes are food.
strawberries.
Strawberries.
They like chocolate, but I don't recommend that.
How about chocolate-dipped
And definitely,
strawberries?
no, don't give anybody any oysters.
Oh, man. I agree with you about that oysters thing. Do you like oysters?
God, no. Anything from the bottom of the sea is poisonous.
Oh, really? Are you a vegetarian?
No, not totally. I have, fish and chicken, but no red meat. But I have, my dinner is always vegetarian, yeah. My dinner, not my lunch.
You're a strong-looking woman. I want to tell you that. That's a good peg. You're a strong-looking woman. That's a fine picture of you. I'm not even listening to what you're saying. I am just staring at your picture.
Can I see the picture again?
No.
No, come on. I give it back to you.
Here's some Just for Men hair color for
No, I
you.
don't want that.
What color is your hair?
Don has much more gray in his hair than I do.
Yeah.
Yes,
My hair is natural ash brown.
Oh, yeah. I have that color on the bed here. They sent that over to me.
That's what it says on the boxes and stuff.
So don't you think just a little gray around the temples is sexy?
Well, they also have this kind of brush, this brush and gel.
Oh, come on now, you're selling the product. Don't sell that.
Come on now. You're a good spokesperson.
Yes, here's Tina Louise for Just for
You could
Men.
try it for 6 weeks,
All right.
You could try the medium brown and see how many girls, look at you.
Tina, it says here, point away from face when removing cap and snipping applicator tip. Keep in a cool place away from heat and light. After use, discard any unused mixture. All right. That's kind of wasteful, don't you think?
All you have to do as you're told.
Oh, yes,
Mother always told you that.
Yes, Mommy. I'd like you to rub that in my hair. I gotta be honest. You're a cutie. You know what? I gotta change my lifelong thought I've had.
Yes, and I think it's time to come clean on that with Tina right now, and it's time to let the facts be known for your partner here, please.
Listen, there has been an ongoing discussion on this show for many years, like all guys do. Who would you do, Ginger or Mary Ann?
Right.
And I am that Mary Ann might be my choice.
And against a lot of abuse because of the starlet thing that you had working there, I was always a Ginger man. And they said, oh yes, you like the hair, the makeup, and the whole thing. I said no, and I stood my ground. I said Ginger is the hottest woman on that show, and I've always maintained that. And
I'm there for you now, though, Tina.
Well, ginger is a very powerful root, Very good for the sore throat.
Yeah, baby.
Other things.
Oh wow. Oh, you just
You're a bad girl.
I didn't expect this of Tina, and this has been a wonderful surprise. This is great.
I would love to meet you someday.
Can you come by our studio sometime?
Where are you?
In Washington, D.C.
In Washington, D.C.?
Aren't you coming here to get that award with the
I'm
Clintons?
coming there.
Yeah, just you. You don't need to bring any of the other cast
Yeah,
members.
screw them.
Yeah.
When are you coming to town, Tina?
Well, I don't know. I think it's the first week in October.
You wear that leather jacket when you come into the studio?
Well, I don't think so. Actually, that leather jacket belonged to the photographer.
Oh.
I had my own leather jacket, but that particular one.
You can wear whatever you want. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty tight schedule there. I know that I'm supposed to go to the White House. I know that I'm supposed to meet some of the women senators. I'm supposed to...
Yeah, she never want to meet us.
So you're telling us there's a chance.
Okay. Listen, Tina Louise and Just for Men. This is the stuff that Tina wants all the guys to put into their hair.
She likes medium brown men.
That's right.
And I think it's great on ice cream. And her new CD is out also. Actually, now this looks like a CD. When'd you record the CD? A long time ago?
Quite a while ago, yeah, but it's perfect for now, because, jazz is coming back, and you got all those great jazz musicians playing on it.
I'll tell you, you may be going to the White House and all those nice places, but you would not have a better time than if you came by our studio here in Washington.
Really?
And we mean that.
We love you.
We do love you. Mom,
Hey. Well, there she is, everybody, Tina Louise. And I'll play your song here as we're going out. Thank you for being on our show, Tina.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Mommy.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. That was our mommy, Tina Louise.
we just wanted to call her Mommy, both of us simultaneously.
And yes, that is an abrupt about face.
As soon as that publicity photo came out.
Look at it. She looks like Wesley Crusher's mom on Star Trek. 6 days a week, and that's not something to say. She's a lot better looking than that.
6 days a week in the gym, just like Rob.
How much do you think they have to airbrush her face?
I don't think that is not a doctored photo. I don't think that's retouched up.
Doctor tape.
Doctor it. That just looks like it's very clear. It doesn't look Vaseline-y.
She's a hottie.
Yeah.
She's a hottie.
Yeah, she told us about her bath. She likes to take.
A young man, which she likes to into young men.
Absolutely. And that she doesn't have a boyfriend or a husband right now.
Hey, Doug, Mike Barris, how you doing? 10 minutes after 1 on Monday afternoon, the 22nd of December. How you doing? Merry Christmas and all that. You know what? I was going through some stuff of mine, and I just realized that I have a couple of your tapes. The Janet Jackson tape and the other one from when we put your demo tape together. I forgot to give those to you when I gave you demo tape. So just give me a call if you need them. We'll get together one day, and I'll drop them off to you. But yeah, I just found them here when I was going through some stuff. The other thing, I talked to Sue at Wage. I just got off the phone with her, and she said that they were looking for some people out there. I don't know what you. I think you said you called her and she didn't get back to you or something, but she remembered you because she asked me about you, and I think that when you guys talked, it was like right around the time she had her baby, and I think that she wound up going into labor or something when she was supposed to call you back or something goofy like that. But anyway, she asked me if I talked to you, to have you give her a call, and there might be something out there that you can do on a part-time basis. Their number is 777-1200. That's in Leesburg, and it's Sue. So anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Have a Merry Christmas, etc. See you later. Bye.
Here is Tom calling us from LaGuardia at New York. Tom.
Yo, hey, Don and Mike, how's it going?
Tom, buddy.
Hey, what do you call it? I wanted to play the Secret Sound game, but since you guys are on so late in New York, I don't get a chance to be caller 100 or whatever.
That is very correct. Yeah, Robbie, pull it back out.
Let's do it.
Let's give a guy from New York a chance to win the money.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
Because for goodness sakes, the New Yorkers are shut out of this contest, and and until they get the goddamn telephones up at NEW, we can't even spend time in New York.
So this guy called and he wants to play the game. We're going to give him an opportunity.
Yes. What the hell, Tom? What do you do, sir?
I work. I'm a driver for a delivery company.
All right, Tommy. Here you go. We'll play you the Secret Sound. Identify it. Win the $500. Please don't answer until Mike sings like
Bob Goulet.
All right. Good luck, Tom, who actually took the time to noodle it through from New York City and call us. Here you go, Tom. We wish you Godspeed.
Caller, name this sound.
There it is, Tommy. All right. You've had a few days to think about it, and I applaud the ingenuity of Tom. Figuring out when the show airs, calling us up and getting on from New York City.
And the odds are in my favor. Yes!
Tom.
All right. What do you call it? The sound is an electronic igniter on a barbecue? Is that correct? The push button, electronic igniter on a barbecue.
Tom.
Yeah. Hello.
What do you think, Rob? Tom?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
He did it?
I know that.
Oh,
my God.
Thank you very much. I knew that from Monday. I kept on hearing that. I wanted to call up earlier.
It's a starter? It is the sound of a propane tank being started.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You know the button you push?
Right. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
That's fantastic, Tom.
He did that without even hearing